Hello friends and welcome back. It's Terry with Terry's Mailbox, and today I'm working with Altenew on their July 2023 stamps, dies, stencils, and other things. So here's the two cards I made. I'm working with the Sketched Florals Stamp and Die set. Just so much fun to work with this. So again, we're going to go ahead, and this is a multi-layered stamp. And as always, Altenew gives you these gorgeous layering suggestions and ideas on how to put it together. And then this one has the separate dies. I haven't worked with a layered stamp set in quite a while, so I was excited to use this one. So the first thing I did was I have a half a sheet of cardstock, and you can see here that I'm trying to get all the floral images on half of the sheet of cardstock, and then I'm going to go ahead and use Altenew Black Obsidian ink to stamp the outlines here. That helps me get the colored layers adjusted right. So again, you can see here I've got enough room to flip this cardstock over and get another entire set here. So I did multiples of this. I did lots of colors. There's about, 4 or 5 different colors. I've got a couple of sets of green. So you can see here I've just added the second layer of the leaves on here, and then we'll go ahead and stamp those. And then I'll go ahead and switch this out for another piece of printed cardstock and just kind of move on here until I have just a boatload of images. So I will list all of the colors in the description below. So again, I used a bunch of them: marigold, grass fields, coral berry, cotton candy, baby pink, snapdragon, maple yellow, mango smoothie, peach perfect. So again, lots of different colors here. So you can see here I'm now working on the floral images, and this is simple because again, really all you're layering is the outline with the layer of the flowers, which is really nice. And then of course you've got the centers is a separate stamp. So again, this is what I ended up with. Look at all these great colors. I just really love them. So then I pulled out the stencil or the die, and I'm going to show you a trick here. I'm adding the dies here on the first layer here. So we'll go ahead and cut all of these out, run it through my die cut machine. So again, just kind of making sure that they are all together. And that is the Altenew satin masking tape that I just love. It is a great tape and works very, very well. So then you can see what I did was I added blue tape onto the back of the dies to kind of attach them together, because then I had a template, because I had printed or had stamped all of those layers of images. It was very easy to die cut, pop them out, and then use that initial template to attach the other pieces. So again, it works very, very well. You can see here I am popping out the colors again. So again, I'm using my poker tool here to get everything out. And so again, I got lots of colors. So you can see here, I've got lots of pastel, springy, just fun colors. So the first thing I did was I created a small envelope using the Essential Rock Collection paper set from Altenew. And again, I like this gray, lacy type of thing. And so again, I created the smallest envelope possible because I wanted to put it on top of my A2 card base that I've got a coral piece of a panel of cardstock on. So again, there is my envelope. So we'll go ahead and just glue that together. So I've got this is A2, so this is the other base that I'm working on. I wanted to do a window card. So again, what I did was I taped a panel on top of a card base and I cut a complete window out. Then I took the top window card and ran it through the Garden Harmony 3D embossing folder. And again, that just kind of gives it a texture. And then I'm going to line it back up with that window. And then I'm going to go ahead and start adding leaves and flowers. I'm going to kind of play with my arrangements. Too much fun. So again, that's what, I mean, I love it when I end up with a boatload of, you know, additional die cuts that I can then play with and, you know, add in different areas to really make it pretty. So you can see here, I've grabbed a piece of press-in seal, and I'm going to go ahead and once I get them all set up, then I, you know, pulled it up and then laid them back down. And so we'll go ahead and add white glue on the perimeters there. And so in the end, I didn't really need the press-in seal for this one. I do use it on the envelope one, and you'll see me do that to hold them all together once I get the arrangement that I like. So again, I'm just, you know, gluing all of the little pieces on here, choosing the different colors. I didn't use any of the purple flowers on this one. I kind of stuck with more of the warm colors on this one. And so then the other thing that you'll see that I did is I ended up stamping the thanks and using the die cut to cut that out. And then I ended up cutting the shadow in black to accentuate it. So now I'm back to the envelope card. So here I am going to add that coral base. And then I'll go ahead and use my Altenew tape runner here to attach that to the front of the card base. And then I'm just kind of picking out, I wanted to use a lot of the bigger flowers on this one. You know, so again, they're popping up out of that envelope is basically the look that I was going for. And again, I've got multiple leaves. So I have enough leaves and flowers here to last me, I won't say a lifetime, but I've got quite a few. So again, I'm just kind of arranging. I want to cover up that black background. That's not exactly my favorite, or the black inside of the envelope. I was more interested in the gray lacy look that is on the outside of the envelope. So again, just still adding flowers. Just making sure that I kind of get that background covered was really kind of my goal. So again, this is just fun to play with different arrangements, and you know, how can you set the card up? So there's my press-in seal. So we'll go ahead and pull all of those off, and then flip them over, and then I'm going to add white glue as well as I can. And again, there's always going to be some pieces that you're going to miss, and you'll have to go back and catch them later. So again, just adding that glue. I love these needle nose applicators. They work so well as far as just getting a tiny amount of glue. So here I am back, double checking here. I'm gonna add the glue to the entire background. I'm now not really gluing pieces together, I'm just putting that entire background together. So again, pop it underneath the corner of that envelope. And then kind of just, if I've missed any pieces, I'm going to add a few more little guys in there just for additional pops of color. So I'm almost done with this one. I'm liking the way this one looks. I love these. They're very bright. So again, here's where I pulled out that thanks sentiment and stamped it with the black obsidian. Oh, I decided I needed, no, maybe not. Yeah, I did. I put another leaf on there. But again, I'm going to go ahead and stamp the thanks, and then I'm going to die cut it to attach to the front. So you can see there I've got it cut out, and then I've also got a black shadow. And all I did for both of them, because I wanted the thanks to be a little more obvious, so I just simply offset it just a little bit. So you'll see here I'm still playing with it. So I'm liking how that looks. I think I'll just do that for both of them. So again, I've got, the white base that goes underneath the actual sentiment to give it a little bit of texture. Then I'm going to go ahead and glue it onto that black shadow. And again, I'm going to not line it up. I want it, to be able to accentuate and have a black shadow. So then we'll go ahead and add the glue there. And then I added the thanks to the bottom of the wreath one. I still have that window opening, but that's a window opening. It'll be just kind of fun when the card's sitting on the table. So then we'll go ahead and add this one to the envelope at the base of the envelope. And I like the way, I love the summer springy colors. I just think this turned out really, really well. So a fun way to use a layered Stampin' Die set. So again, it's Terry with Terry's Mailbox. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Blogger, and YouTube. I would love it if you would come and subscribe, especially to my YouTube. Have a great day.